Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, January 11th. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Denise Douglas. Thank you for joining us. Well, the trial of Baltimore police officer Cesar Goodson was set to get underway today, but it was postponed. The Court of Special Appeals put the trial on hold while it decides whether to force Officer William Porter to testify in the Goodson trial. Porter's trial ended in a hung jury. Goodson drove the van that transported Freddie Gray following his arrest in April. 6 officers have been charged in connection with Gray's death. Goodson faces the most serious charge of second-degree murder. It's unclear exactly when the trial will actually start. Meantime, the retrial of a man charged with running over 3 officers is underway. A jury reached a mistrial in Tremaine Minnis' case last year. Back in 2013, officers arrived at a Capitol Heights gas station to check on someone sleeping in a car. Minnis woke up when they knocked on the window and refused to get out. As officers took him out and handcuffed him, he broke free and sped off in a car, hitting them. Minnis is charged with first-degree and second-degree assault.
The sheriff's office is warning residents about potential telephone scams. Officials say residents have been receiving calls from con artists claiming to represent the sheriff's office and telling them they need to pay a fine. The agency tells us what you should do if you suspect a scam.
First thing we want them to know is not to give any money. This is just a fraud. This is scammers calling up trying to prey on people based on their fear, but I think they're going to be subject to arrest if they don't pay this fine. So we want to make sure people do not give any money away. Immediately, we want them to call and notify us that this is going on. Then we'll also ask them to notify the county police department and ask for their fraud department. What we have figured out in the past is that sometimes these numbers may appear to be coming from a local phone number, and they may not actually be local. Through technology, they can disguise their phone number, and they may actually be coming from even out the country or out of state.
To report a potential scam, contact authorities at 301-780-8600. Well, 1 week ago today, Carla Reed officially took the reins as the head of the Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission. A former top utility official, Reed is the first female general manager in the Water and Sewer Agency's 97-year history. She spent 2 decades with the commission, which serves nearly 2 million people in Montgomery and Prince George's counties, before leaving in 2006. She now returns to oversee about 1,600 employees and a $1.4 billion annual budget.
My experience, not only working at WSSC before, but then going to both counties that we serve to work in those county governments, gives me a perspective that's unique, and it makes me empathetic to what the needs are of all people involved, anybody who's touching our organization. So, and it's given me a new view on the company from outside in. So I'm excited about what that might mean for our organization. I can't imagine there would be anything other than greatness coming down the pike.
Tune in tomorrow for part 2 of our interview. In the next segment, Reed talks about her top priorities for 2016, as well as her long-term vision for the utility. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Denise Douglas.